Deuteronomy 20, verse 3b. Al terach levavichem, al tira'u, ve'al tachpazu, ve'al ta'artzu mi penehem. So we get here this series of negations. You might see all of these al negations here. Al, all negations. That kind of works. All is the negation, and we're getting all of the negations with 4 of them here. So setting jokes aside here, the all is going to be indicative of the jussive in all of these cases. Now, you might notice here that we have levavachem, your heart, that's associated with this first verb. And so this first verb, we're going to be able to use the word let. That sounds more like the jussive. All of these others, the al plus the jussive in all these other cases is just another way of making a prohibition. Not quite as strong as lo plus the indicative in the 10 Commandments, but still a prohibition. So let's look at these together then. The first one is, do not let your heart be faint or be wearied. The verbal root here is resh, kaf, kaf. So it's a geminate root, but in the imperfect, it's a call imperfect third masculine singular. Do not let your heart be faint. You lose one of these final kafs, and so this middle one is what's left, and it turns into a final kaf at the end of the word. So do not let your heart be faint. Do not fear. You shall not fear. Here is the verbal root yod, resh, aleph. You shall not fear. Imperfect 2MP in this one. Shall not fear. And you shall not make haste. The verbal root here is chet, pe, zayin. Now, in particular relationship to fear, the making of haste would be something like, do not quickly come to fear. And Halot actually references this verbal root in relationship to fear. We've got a call imperfect 2MP here again. And so a lot of English translations go with something like, do not panic. That would be a good way of thinking about this one. And then lastly, another call imperfect 2MP, do not be terrified or tremble. So kind of that scared to the point of trembling idea here with the verbal root ayin resh tzade. And then we get from before them, and them, this third masculine plural, is the enemies.